I'll see all that whenever I chop them up.
Alright.
Right? Alright. Making some shrimp stew for Miss Lady Ariel. Let's go in with some oil, y'all. We're about to make some gravy. That's probably about, I don't know, say about a cup of olive oil. Not olive oil, vegetable oil in there. Add flour. About a cup of flour. So we're gonna make a big pot. I'm making some BAYOU CAJUN stew, everybody. This is a special request for Miss Lady Ariel. Make sure everybody go and follow her, please. It's late, but I'm getting it done. It's been a busy day. My baby's in the kitchen with me helping. So for the gravy, I'm just doing vegetable oil and flour. Or the roux, or whatever you want to call it. And you want to make sure it stays smooth, so you got to keep stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring until you get the color. This is going to be so good. Let's see, can we see in this pot more?
Just cut these in.
Just kind of like, yeah, cut them in half and put them in there. Do about 4. I got my babies with me. My son cutting up the potatoes. My daughter doing my vegetables. And we got some shrimp in there. And I'm doing the gravy, y'all. Yes. So we gotta keep stirring. Because I don't want to burn my gravy up, y'all. This is like a one-pot meal, easy to make. It feeds a lot. And it's really good. And we eat this over rice. Shrimp stew. So I'm just going to keep stirring this, y'all, until I get the color that I want. And I want a deep brown for this. And Lady Ariel, I'm coming, baby. I'm late. I had a lot going on today, but I'm getting it done, honey. This is the longest part of the process, making the roux. And it takes a minute. And I'll make sure I go around the pot, constantly stirring each part of it, because I don't want none of this to burn. I want it to brown evenly throughout, you know. So it's the part you just gotta stir, 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 stir. And once you make the gravy, it don't take long to cook. You know, like I said, this is the longest part of the process. Shrimp stew, y'all. Bayou shrimp stew. This is a very popular dish down the bayou, y'all. Yeah, that should be good in there. Huh? No, but I'm saying that should be enough. What you putting in now?
I didn't do the garlic yet. It's the last one.
What that is you putting in? No, we're gonna cut the garlic up by hand. We're not gonna put that in the food processor. Yeah, I like to cut the garlic up by hand. So, this is how you make the perfect roux, y'all. You need vegetable oil. Well, what I use vegetable oil and flour. This is probably about a cup and a half, since I'm doing a big pot. A cup and a half of vegetable oil and maybe a cup of flour, all-purpose flour. And I got my fire right now on medium to get it going, but I will drop it down to a lower heat as it cooks. Remember to follow my YouTube channel. The link is in the bio, and it's Cooking with Cajun Cousins, y'all. Just hit the link in the bio.
How brown does it have to be?
How brown does it have to be? Deeper than this. I'll show you. Just watch the process, and I'm gonna show you how dark we're gonna have this for the stew. So darker than me, definitely. So maybe maybe another shade darker than my skin. But we're gonna keep stirring and stirring. Chop up the vegetables. I say making a good gravy, you do it on the right fire. It's going to take probably about a good 30 to 40 minutes to do a gravy, y'all. A roux. You call it a roux down the bayou, you know. But it's the gravy. I am taking Thanksgiving orders, y'all. Just hit my inbox and let me know what y'all have any questions about, and I'm going to get back to y'all as quickly as possible. Okay, y'all see it's starting to cook on up and bubble up. I was supposed to have this filet area earlier, but I had a busy day today. Stuff that I didn't think was going to take all day to do, it ended up taking all day. So we're doing this kind of late for her. Drop this off. I did the deliveries. But we're doing a bayou shrimp stew, y'all. Shrimp stew. And inside of this shrimp stew, we're going to have shrimp, crab meat, sausage, and potatoes. So like I said, I got my fire like on medium right now, but I will drop it down to like a medium low in a minute once I get this color going. And you gotta know, the more of this you have, the mixture, the more flour and stuff you have in your pot, is the thicker the roux will be. So you kind of gotta know what you're making and how thick you want your roux to be to know how much flour and oil to put in. Usually for like a small pot, like this size pot, it would be probably like just a cup of vegetable oil and maybe a half a cup of flour. But since I'm doing this, I say this is probably about a half a cup to 2 cups of vegetable oil, and definitely at least a cup, maybe a cup and a half of flour. I gotta get my measurements right, y'all. I don't know. I never measure. I just know how to eyeball everything. So, but I'm working on measuring. Let's see, we get it in there in that pot. I want y'all to really see this pot. The reason why you continue stirring as it's cooking, you don't want this to like stick and get hard maybe or burn. So you have to keep stirring it so this flour won't stick to the bottom of this pot. And you don't want to add any vegetables in here until you get to your desired color. Because once you add your vegetables in the pot, it will stop the browning process.
That's why whenever you're browning garlic and onion, that's why they brown it first before adding like their meat and stuff like that.
Well, some people brown their meat first and then they add their vegetables in the pot. And then I see some people do brown their vegetables first and then put their meat. But I like to, if I'm browning meat first, I like to brown my meat first. You know, get that brown in the pot, and then I like to saute my vegetables in that grease and the sticky stuff that the meat left behind to get all the flavors. You know, so people do it all different. It's just different methods.
How come you cut your garlic separate from the food processor?
From out the food processor, because the food processor don't chop it up right, and I like my garlic to be cut real small and fine. Yes, but when you put it in the food processor, to me, it don't give you that small, fine cut that I like when you do it by hand.
Why do you want your garlic small, or just because the flavor is really strong?
Yeah, and nobody want to be biting on no big old pieces of garlic, you know. Yeah, so I like my garlic cut up really, 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 really fine.
How many cloves?
Let's do about maybe 4 for right now. Let's see how much you get with that. So I got my daughter cutting up all my vegetables right now. My son, he's peeling my potatoes, getting it right. You know, you got to teach these kids how to cook too. A lot of teenagers these days, they ain't really learning how to do a lot of stuff. You know, gotta prepare them for life, man. So as y'all see, it's a little brown, light brown. Okay, giving goddess, thank you. This is a good. Just slice the green part off. Yeah, I need to start doing that. Oh, really? Y'all please like, share, comment this video so, you know, anybody who's interested on how I make my shrimp stew. Hey, I'm doing a live video now. A lot of dishes that we eat from down the bayou. It's a lot of stews. We eat a lot of seafood because, you know, the seafood is right there. Shoot, you get people come to your house throughout the day sometime. The shrimp man, the fish man, and people go and just catch fish and come pull up to your house and see if you want to buy the whole ice chest, you know. So a lot of our food, it have seafood. We do a lot of dishes with gravy. That's one thing I miss about living home. The taste of our shrimp is nowhere else. Fresh shrimp, fresh out the bayou, is you can't get that taste nowhere, nowhere. So at this point, I got my fire like on like a medium low. As you see, it's starting to thicken up, and I want it to stay smooth. I don't want it to clump up. And it's browning. I don't want to cook it too fast where it's burnt. And we want that even color throughout. Yes, I will be doing gumbo, y'all. So just give me a minute. I'm going to get everything in order. I'm new to this, so I'm still trying to figure it out on, you know, how to do all this stuff, y'all. And I'm still kind of nervous as well. I don't know why, but I don't know. I got to get over the fear of having a little audience or whatever watching me do this, you know. But I love what I do. I grew up in a family of cooks. My grandmother, my aunties, you know, that's what they did. And I remember growing up, my grandmother used to cook, her friends used to cook, her sisters, and they all used to buy from each other, you know. I used to ask my grandma, why are you buying gumbo from so-and-so and you make gumbo? Well, she want to support it. You don't really have that these days. People don't circulate the black dollar within the black friends and family of each other, you know. So even though I cook, I would love to buy food from someone else who do the same thing I do, just for supporting them, you know. So I remember my grandmother used to do that all the time. And then I used to be shocked to be like, why are you paying her? And that's your friend. Well, I didn't know, you know, that's what they did. They brought food from each other. My auntie used to feed the shipyards. You know, a lot of people work offshore. There's a lot of shipyards down the bayou. My auntie used to do that. I was taught this kind of, with my cooking skills, it was one thing people used down there as a survival mechanism. When they had to pay bills or bury somebody, they cook and make money to make those things happen, you know. But I want to be different. Hey, I'm catering business. My family did weddings. So, you know. So y'all see it's getting darker. And it's all even. And it's even because I'm stirring. And you got to constantly stir and stir. You know. This is the longest part of the process of this meal. Once you get over this hump of making this gravy, everything else is easy. It cooks really fast. You know, shrimp don't cook that long. You add the sauces, the potatoes don't cook that long. So it's not a meal that takes a long time. It's just the gravy. So I hope y'all stay around to see the process. And hopefully y'all can make it, you know. I'm going to make this with potato salad on the side. Of course, with some white rice. Usually I do like some sweet peas or something, but today I ain't doing no vegetables. I'm just going to do the shrimp stew with the rice and potato salad, y'all. Thank you, Giving Goddess. I sure will, girl. Thank you for the motivation, because I need it. Thank you. All right, y'all. Y'all see the color of this gravy? We'll go a little bit darker, so it's not dark enough. And I'm not going to add no vegetables in there until I get my color. You done good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, give me a second. I'm gonna show you what I need next. Okay. Huh?
You need the cookies wrapped in it?
Yeah, if you want, get another pot here. You could rinse this little pot. It's clean, but I put this spoon in there. Just rinse that out and put some cold water in there and start with the red potatoes. And for this particular dish, I like to use red potatoes. Red potatoes is sweeter. It gives that better flavor, I think. I don't know, than Idaho potatoes. But you can use whatever potatoes you want. Some people also put boiled eggs in their stew. I don't. I didn't grow up doing it. I didn't see that till I became older. So I just stick to kind of the traditional way of eating food for me. That, however, I was brought up. Nobody in my family put eggs in their stew, which is maybe something people did even when I was younger. I just never seen it until I got older. And I can't even tell you how it tastes because I never ate it before. So I don't know what eggs does to the dish. I don't know the flavor eggs give. I don't know. I don't do it. So y'all see the color. It's getting darker. I'm going to keep going a little bit more. And I always make my gravy in a pot like this with a spoon like this because you have to stir. You can't use a plastic spoon because it's going to melt, you know. And that's why I don't use my non-stick pots, because the plastic spoon, you have to constantly stir. So I always use a gravy pot like this. Now please like the video, follow, share it, show support. I am accepting orders for Thanksgiving. Hit my inbox or text the number in the bio. Don't forget to follow my YouTube channel, Cooking with Cajun Cousins. The link is in the bio, y'all. Hit the link in the bio and it'll take you straight to the page. I will be uploading more videos on there as well. I tell you one thing, starting this has been a journey, man. I have been learning so much. I have messed up so much. I done trying to do this. I hit rock bottom, y'all. I had to dig my way out because I put all my focus all on this here. And, you know, hey, but they say slow is better. The turtle want to raise, you know. So I have been learning a lot doing this, y'all. I have more to come 2025 I'm excited about because I have so many plans and things that's already set in motion for 2025 that I'm so grateful for. I started cooking in Georgia, doing plates. It started in 2017, y'all, and it's 2024, and I'm still learning, I'm still building, you know, taking my time with it, doing it from the ground up. No loans, no borrowing money from nobody, you know, getting it from the mud, y'all. Okay, y'all see the color? We're going to go a little bit deeper. Since it's stew. Now, I probably would have stopped a little bit maybe for chicken stew, but this is shrimp stew. Shrimp stew, I wanted a little bit darker. What about wooden spoons? Yeah, you probably can use a wooden spoon. I never did. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try it with a wooden spoon and see how it come out. But I always grew up every household, my grandmothers, her sisters, my aunties, they always used this type of pot, and these spoons, so I don't know. But I'm sure a wooden spoon does just as well. Just don't use no plastic spoons because it will melt your spoon. I know that for a fact. And we're almost done with this here, y'all. Almost got my color. Once I get my desired color, that's when I'm going to add my vegetables. Like I said, when you're making the gravy, do not add any seasoning, no vegetables, no nothing until you hit your color, because if not, it will stop the browning process, okay? Again, please show support by like, sharing, and commenting on my video, y'all. Follow my YouTube channel, Cooking with Cajun Cousins. The link is in the bio. Also, follow this page, y'all. I'm growing, I'm learning, and I love to share, share what I know with the world. I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, I'm still a little nervous about doing all this. I am kind of a shy person, but I'm getting out of it. All right, y'all, so let's see. Let's go a little bit darker. You see how smooth it is? It's not lumpy, clumpy. You want to keep it. Because if you do your gravy on a high fire, it will bunch up and it just won't be right. You want to keep it just a smooth texture throughout. So like I said, I have numbers on my stove. So I actually have it on number 2, the number right next to simmer. So you want to cook it on a low heat. And you got to have patience with cooking. So just take your time. Don't rush nothing. When you take your time, things taste better. No problem giving God this, girl. Thank you. All right, I'm going to show y'all my color at this point. It's still not as dark as I want it for it to be shrimp stew, so I'm going to go just a few minutes longer. And I'm still going to continue on stirring. Yeah, just put them in the water and I'm going to take those parts off. Okay? I'm going to go over the camera because yeah, just make sure the water don't overflow that. Keep on going and I'll take you inside. I got my son, y'all, my daughter in here helping me. I'll show y'all what they're doing in a minute after I get this gravy done. So, I got my daughter cutting up my vegetables. My son, he's doing the potatoes. Teach them kids how to cook, y'all. Teach them how to make good food for themselves. For real. You see the color? It's getting there, y'all. Take a little time, but it's getting there. And this is the same base process when making the roux for gumbo. The same exact thing, y'all. And for gumbo, it'll be the same color that I'm looking for this shrimp stew. It will be a deep brown. Like stewed chicken, this would definitely be the color I would go for stewed chicken.
Why?
That's the color that stewed chicken be. That's why. Whatever color your roux is, that's the color that it's gonna cook down when you put your liquid in. Yes, it's gonna be that color. And you wanna make sure you hit every part of this pot while stirring this. You don't want none of this to sit in one spot. Of course, all y'all know I'm from Louisiana. I'm from a place called Homer, Louisiana, which is down the bayou, the swamp part, which is about 40 minutes or so southeast of New Orleans, y'all. It kind of falls, we're not far from Baton Rouge, we ain't far from New Orleans. So we got, with us, is we got a mix of culture of the New Orleans culture and Baton Rouge culture. When you come down the bayou, you get more people that does more home cooked food. You get real people versus New Orleans. You know, nothing with New Orleans, but you get, when you come to our seafood spots down there, you got us and not the Asian people doing seafood and stuff. In New Orleans, when you go to those seafood places, you pretty much find that the Asians out there doing it for some reason. I don't know. But you come down the bayou, you get fresh seafood all day, every day, you know. So I grew up always with fresh shrimp, crabs, crawfish. Doing crawfish balls, shrimp balls in the yard is something that's done every holiday pretty much. You know, balling crabs, balling shrimp, balling crawfish. All right, y'all see this color? It's so pretty. Thank y'all for some support. Please like, comment, share the video. Please follow this page. Also, I keep saying, please go to YouTube. There's a link in the bio to my YouTube channel, Cooking with Cajun Cousins, where you can subscribe there as well and show support. I started that page about a year ago, and it's starting to grow now. I went through some trial and error, of course, of starting anything new, you know, so I'm learning as I go. But I took a little break from it, and now I'm back, y'all. Let's go. I keep saying a little bit darker, but it got to be a little bit darker, y'all. It's not dark enough for me. For the steak. I say we want a deep brown, And don't stop stirring until you reach your desired color. Don't add any vegetables, no seasoning, no nothing to this until it gets to the color where you need it to be. I got my fire on number 2, which is low heat. Okay, Cheeky, yes. Yes, definitely do it. I think I'm saying it right, Cheeky. I'm making some shrimp stew, y'all. And inside the shrimp stew, I'm going to have shrimp, crab meat, sausage, and potatoes. And we eat this over rice. And I'm going to also make some potato salad on the side for it. Let me show y'all the color again. Be a little bit deeper. How the vegetables look good. Yes, okay. Got my vegetables ready to go in because it's about almost that time. Yes, very minced. That's perfect. And like I said, you have to be patient with some of these dishes because making things from scratch, we ain't using no packed gravy, no box gravy. I don't know none of that. You just be patient. You make your things with patience. It tastes way better. Patience. Don't be angry when you cook. Cooking, you have love in your heart. If you need a little assistance, put on some good music. Set a vibe, you know. And when you do that, people can taste the difference. They can taste that you have love in your heart and you're in a good mood. Because if not, they could definitely taste when you're angry, honey. Don't cook mad. Okay, y'all. Let y'all see in here. The color, the light kind of got a little glare on it, but y'all see. And if you need help making a gravy, get them kids to come over to this pot and stir. That's how I learned how to make a gravy. My grandma used to have us in there stirring this pot while she do other things in the kitchen, you know. That was one of the first things I learned, is how to make a roux. I promise you. That's one of the first things besides rice. No, keep the garlic to the side because we're going to put the garlic on top of that vegetable base bed once you put it in here. Because if we put the garlic in, the garlic will cook too fast and I don't want to burn it. All right, y'all. How y'all think it's coming out? Look at that. That's definitely a pretty brown. Beautiful. And it's smooth. It's not lumpy. And that's what we want. We don't want no lumpy roux. We want this to stay smooth. So you got to keep stirring. Do not do it on a high fire because if not, it's going to be clumpy and lumpy. And it ain't right. Take your time. Have patience. Keep stirring. Arm get tired, get somebody to come in and stir the pot. One of your kids. They don't have no choice, so I'm gonna come in here and stir it. So that's a beautiful brown, yeah, where we at. You see that? All right, y'all, it's about the time we put our vegetables in. Look at that. It's a pretty brown. So I want to add my vegetables to this. Give me 1 second. Let me just get this, make sure this is all mixed in well. And we're going to saute our vegetables right with this gravy. There's something about sauteing the vegetables in the gravy. It gives it a great flavor. And it also makes your house smell good. It smells really, really good. Raise up a window, people outside gonna smell it. People down the street gonna smell it. Jerry, you got any questions? Sure. You have no questions? All right, y'all, like I said, this is the longest process of this dish. Shrimp stew does not take long to cook. The only thing that takes long is the roux. And we there. We got this. We got the brown that I wanted. About a deep brown.
On camera.
Yeah, I don't know why it looks light, but it's definitely darker than me. It's a deep brown, y'all. It ain't dark brown. It ain't black. We just want it to be a caramel, yes, a caramel color. There we go. Caramel. There we go. I always don't be knowing the right words. But, yeah. My lighting is not that great for y'all to really see the color. even for gumbo. It'll be probably about this color or a little darker for gumbo. But it's the same process, y'all. Same process. All right, now, so now it's about that time. At that, we're gonna add my vegetables in. And I got the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity consists of onions, bell pepper, celery, and of course garlic. Okay, so we're just gonna put all this in there and let it saute down in this pot. And I'm also going to add some seasoning into this mixture while it's sauteing down, y'all, okay? So I'll let y'all know what I'm about to grab in a second so y'all can know the seasoning for it. Let's give this a quick stir. And I'm going to turn my fire up to maybe like a number 4 at this point. It was on low, so now we're going to be like almost to medium. So let it saute. At this point, the gravy will not brown no more because I have vegetables in it, so I don't have to worry about it getting darker. All right. So on top of this bed of stuff, I'm also going to add my garlic in so they can saute down. My daughter chopped it up really, really fine for me. All right, let's get my seasoning. We got garlic powder, onion powder, a little. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Let me get all my seasoning together. The hard part is over. The hard part is over. So now everything is good. Sugar, you starting to peel up the shrimp for me? There you go. Okay, good. I got my daughter peeling up my shrimp. They're deveined already. So she's just taking the shell off it. I'm making bayou shrimp stew, y'all. It's a dish that's a common dish from where I'm from, down the bayou. I'm from Homer, Louisiana. I don't know if you guys watch Swamp People, but kind of like from where they from. That's where I'm from. So, and shrimp stew, and it's seafood stew, really. Any type of stew is very common from where I'm from. Especially seafood. Seafood is like the cheapest things that we could eat, honestly, out there. So a lot of people cook a lot of seafood down there because it's cheap. Here in Georgia, seafood for some reason is expensive, and it's not even fresh seafood, and you're gonna pay an arm and a leg for it. But down there, shoot, you get a whole ice chest of shrimp for little to nothing. All right, let me hit this up real quick and stir it on up. Let the saute down. Thanks everybody for joining. Remember to like. Yes, to start the gumbo off just like this. The only thing with gumbo, for me, and the way I was taught, I don't put garlic in gumbo. Like you probably could put some garlic powder, but the garlic cloves itself because it gives your gumbo like a garlic. I don't know. Some people I see that I've been watching videos on, kind of been seeing the other methods, they put garlic in, but I wasn't taught to put garlic in my gumbo. So I don't. I do use garlic powder and onion powder in the gumbo. But the Holy Trinity, definitely the onion, bell pepper, celery, definitely use all that. Just do a few more, baby. All right, y'all. So in here, I'm also going to add seasoning to it. Of course, I got Creole seasoning. I use that pretty much on a lot of stuff, pretty much everything. So we got the Creole seasoning. You want to season your roux all the time. I got onion powder. Also have, of course, garlic powder. And those same seasoning, we're going to add that again once we add the liquid and stuff too. So it's like layering, you know, it's layers. So some parsley. Oh, also I have green onions in here as well. I forgot to mention that, a part of my Holy Trinity. I'm going to add some paprika. Some thyme, of course. We're going to add some of that in there. That gives it a good flavor. I'm going to go in with some black pepper. I like black pepper. Okay. And of course, I'm going to use, I usually like, in Louisiana, we have seafood stock broth, but I can't find it here. So I'm going to use chicken broth for this dish. And I'm also going to add some chicken bouillon powder in here as well. All right. So we get us a good stir. Oh, let me get a little salt, y'all. Not much salt, but we gotta have a little salt in here. All right, I got my fire on medium at this point, and we're gonna saute all this together. It smells so good, y'all. I wish y'all could smell it. But always season your roux before you add liquid to it. When you saute your vegetables down, add your seasoning as well. So we're gonna let this cook down for a few minutes. All right, so y'all, I'll show y'all what I got my son's doing. I got my son doing the potatoes for me. I got russet potatoes here for the potato salad and red potatoes, which I'm going to clean those off. Don't worry about that, for my stew. And of course, we got the shrimp here that's already deveined that I bought from the store, that my daughter is getting ready for that. We also going to add, let me show y'all. I also have, this is what I got from the store here. They only had the Hairshire. We got the andouille smoked sausage. And hold on, y'all. I also got some crab meat I'm going to add into this, okay? So I'll show y'all how that goes in a second. Y'all see my little setup by my stove so y'all can see. All right, y'all. So that's the roux. It's cooking down. Like I said, I got my fire on medium right now. But during the roux, I had it on number 2 to simmer when I was making the roux. So now I'm gonna turn it up so my vegetables can saute. All right. I'm gonna go in here again and just stir this up so it can cook evenly throughout, because I want my vegetables to be soft. I'm not like browning the vegetables or whatever. We want these vegetables to get soft and cook down in here. And I know I was told when you cook your vegetables down into your gravy, it marries the flavor, you know. And this is where all your flavor comes from here. And it's a lot because I'm doing a big pot, and I want my gravy to be a smooth, nice gravy, y'all. So remember, I told y'all the more flour you put in, the thicker your roux will be. So this is a big pot, so we need a lot. We need a lot of roux. So we'll let that cook down for just a few more minutes before I add my liquid. At this point, I'm going to also add about 2 bay leaves, y'all, because I'm about to put my liquid in a second. So about 2 bay leaves, that's all we need in here. Once I have this put down, I will add my smoked sausages in a second. Now this, y'all about to see some stuff go in here, and it's like my little secret ingredient. I can show y'all some, but I can't give y'all everything, you know. So, but this is like a little secret ingredient of mine that I'm going to put some of this dust in here. Just going to give it this flavor, but this is something I just like to use myself. Stir it on in here. So it actually looks like my vegetables is soft enough for me to start adding my liquid. So like I said, oh, let me add my smoked sausage in here. I need a knife. Let me cut up my smoked sausage, y'all. And again, I'll just have just a regular pack of here, sir. Cajun style andouille smoked sausage. That's what they had at the store. So I got that. Put up the smoked sausage, y'all. Give me a second. No, you could just finish your something.
Come on. Come on.
You gotta make sure all the shells are off, so double check that too. All right, y'all, for my smoked sausage, I like it to be cut like a, not too thick, you know, we want to go about that size. Not no thick smoked sausage. So we're just gonna add all that in there. I'm gonna add more. Give this a quick stir so the smoked sausage can fry up a little bit in there. I'm gonna add more. whispering over there. Y'all can talk. Y'all is whispering. Talk some, some content on my video versus being so quiet.
We just did a lot of whenever you said it's deep spine, it's deep spine.
It's deep vein. Deep vein means the black part of the shrimp that goes down the back. The little poop.
So you said it got to pull it out.
Yeah, it's already out. So I bought them already deep vein.
What is that? Why was I able to pull that out?
What?
What is this black something that you pull out?
That's the vein. You take the vein out.
You take the vein
If you
out?
see it in there, yeah, take it out.
I've not been taking it
But
out.
I bought them already deveined, so they should be deveined. We're just gonna let this smoke monsters cook down in here for a second, y'all. That's the only thing I put in. Just take this shell off. It already deveined.
Never mind.
What? That's nothing.
Why would I never? I thought you said black stuff that you pull out. I thought
That's already, that's just a part of the shrimp. Close that cabinet up. Oh, you're not gonna break my cabinet.
what is it so happy?
I'm just chopping up my the rest of my smoked sausages, y'all, to go in here and let it cook down for a few minutes. That's why I add my liquid. And I like for all my smoked sausages, any type of stuff, to be all the same size. I don't like the big pieces of smoked sausages in my food. I like everything to be the same size, to cook evenly, you know? So, but it's your preference of how you want to cut up your meat. So yeah, we're going to let this cook for just a few minutes, y'all, not long. Only thing, my goal is just to get a little sizzle going where the flavors could get into my roux. Thank you, Juan 81. Thank you. I'm making some bayou shrimp stew, y'all. Please like, share, and comment on the video. Also follow my YouTube channel, Cooking with Cajun Cousins. The link is in the bio. Yeah, welcome to my world, y'all. Welcome to my page. Welcome. I'm happy to see y'all here. I ain't lying. It gives me motivation to keep going. Put this in the trash for me. Yep, just put all that in the trash. And I'm gonna take all
Should
that.
be her shells. We'll just double back.
That's all that's coming back.
Well, I only took out 2 bags.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come back in and stir it, y'all. Get all this here evenly cooked. And I'm not going for no like frying it down. I'm just getting it to where the juices get in here and get into my roux, and it helps with the flavor. So we'll let this go just for just a few more minutes. Then I'm gonna hit it with my liquid. And I'm going to be using chicken broth here. Normally I would like seafood broth, but I couldn't find it here in Georgia. But seafood broth is something that we have in Louisiana that I would normally use as well. And no, I didn't have time to make any seafood stock. All right, y'all, I'll give y'all a closer look. That's what's in there. That's my roux cooking down with my smoked sausage. I have some Hershire, Cajun, and Dewey sausage in there, y'all. Hershire is the only brand that I could find here at Kroger. I'm making some Cajun BAYOU shrimp stew. It smells so good, y'all. I wish y'all could smell this through the phone. Oh my God, it smells real good. All right, y'all, so I think this is good enough for flavor. You know, it's cooked down enough, my smoked sausage. Like I said, I'm not actually browning the smoked sausage. I'm just getting them to cook up a little bit for flavor in this roux. So, yeah. So now we're going to add I'm using chicken broth in here. Put that on in there. And of course, I don't got enough stock, so I'm going to add some water to this here. But I'm also going to add a little chicken bouillon to help with that, the flavor. So we're going to stir that on there. Look at that, y'all. Okay, let me get some water right quick, y'all. You want to be careful with how much liquid you actually put in here, because you know you want to keep your gravy as it cooks as a good thing, but this is too thick, so of course you know you need more liquid. So we're going to add that on in there, and that's what I'm looking for. And this point I want to turn my fire to like a medium high to get this to start boiling. So we'll go to medium high with that. Y'all see that? All these flavors in there, y'all. The color is actually deeper than what y'all see on here. For some reason, the lighting, you can't really see, but it's definitely a deep brown. So all I have is in there now is my vegetables, of course, the roux, and my liquid. We're gonna let this cook down before we add the shrimp and potatoes. Okay, let me add some more liquid to this. Cause we making a big pot, y'all. There you go. That's enough liquid. And at this point, this is when I'm going to add more seasoning to it. The same seasoning that I use to season my gravy, my roux with, is the same season I'm going to go in and add to this pot. So I got Creole seasoning, some Tony Chachere's. I'm going to go ahead on and hit that with that. Onion powder. You want a good bit of that in there, because you want to make sure this is real flavorful. Of course, some more garlic powder. I love garlic powder, y'all. Some more black pepper. I love black pepper in my food as well. Chicken bouillon, I'm out of it, y'all. That's all I got to put in there. Jeez, I hate that. Well, no, I think I got some more. Let's see. I do. Okay. You gotta stay on top of y'all seasoning, y'all. Let me open it. Don't shave all the potatoes down now where the potatoes are small. We want to keep the potatoes a good size where I could use them. We're going to add some more chicken bouillon powder in there, y'all. That gives us some good flavor. There we go. Some more thyme. We'll add a little bit more of that in there, because we want to get all this liquid flavored up. This gravy. Got that. A little bit more paprika. Go in with that. Of course, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more salt. All right. So a little bit more parsley, not much. And of course, since we're doing shrimp stew, I'm going to add some crab ball, y'all. And I'm only going to add about 2 to 3 tops. Since it's a big pot, I'm going to add 3. All right. This is very concentrated. If y'all know anything about it, y'all know. You gotta know how much of that to use and what not to use. Add some of my little secret ingredient, y'all. Now, y'all know how this will taste if y'all ever order from me, okay? This is my little secret. Some of y'all know, some of y'all know. Okay. So now I'm gonna give this a good stir. And that's all we're gonna do until it still thickens up some. I'm gonna add my top and let it cook down. And as it's cooking down, Then I'm going to add my shrimp and my